What's up guys, Ben here and welcome to Motivation to Invest. Warren Buffett has a famous saying, never bet on America. Yet recently he did exactly that and invested over $6 billion into 5 of the major Japanese trading companies, nicknamed the Sogo Shosa. So should you be investing into Japan? Well, I did a previous video answering that question and I'll leave that in links above and below. But in this video, I'm going to reveal my top 3 Japanese ETFs, which allow you to easily invest into the Japanese market in a diversified way. So if you're ready for that, tabikomimashou. Kicking things off at number 3 is the Vanguard FTSE Japan ETF. The FTSE Japan ETF, VJPN, has over 500 stocks in the portfolio and an ongoing charge of just 0.15%. As you can see, looking at the past performance, previously we had around 14% in 2016, 8% in 2017, -6% in 2018, and 10%, which was very healthy in the year of 2019 to 2020. Now, for those of you that don't know and may have watched my previous video, the Japanese stock market is completely bonkers. They had a major bubble back in the late 1990s when the Nikkei reached historic levels. But then the bubble popped and the Japanese economy has been struggling ever since. But many people believe that the Japanese may be down, but they're definitely not out. And Warren Buffett investing into Japan could be an indication that the Japanese stock market is about to boom once again. Past performance of a lump sum investment, so if you would have invested $10,000 in 2015, you would have had around $13,000. Now that's not incredible returns, but for the Japanese market, it's pretty good. So the top holdings in this investment firm, you've got Toyota Motor Corp, which is the largest car company in the entire world. This makes up 4% of the fund. We've got SoftBank Group. This makes up 2.82% of the fund. Now you may have heard of SoftBank. They recently made headlines and have been nicknamed the Nasdaq whale. They invested over $4 billion into tech futures and then sold them off for a healthy profit. So SoftBank is a fantastic company. They generally invest into disruptive, innovative businesses, as the founder believes that Japan is lacking those type of companies. Then of course we have Sony, Kinis Corp, Daiichi Sankyo, a pharmaceutical company. You've got Nintendo here, Mitsubishi, which was one of the companies that Warren Buffett actually invested in. On to number 2 is the Vanguard Japan Stock Index Fund. So as you can see here, the Japan Stock Index Fund has 320 stocks and an ongoing charge of 0.16%. So it's slightly less diversified than the previous. However, usually the funds with a lower number of stocks have a greater upside potential. Past performance, 2015, over 20% returns that year, 15% in 2016, 8% in 2017, 2018, and then very low the past 2 years. But you know what they say, today's losers can easily be tomorrow's winners, especially in the stock market. Past performance of a lump sum, £10,000 here invested, you'd have 15,000, just pouring it into the fund, not touching it and leaving it for a few years, and you'd have 15,000, so a third extra of your money. As this is an income fund, you actually receive the 2% dividend as income. This is great if you want to live off your investment portfolio. There's also a version of this fund called accumulation, and that will automatically reinvest those dividends. Price to earnings 16, price to book 1.2. Top 10 funds, again, we see Toyota 3.78%, SoftBank Group 2.96%, Sony 2.94%. So very similar companies in the top 10, including Nintendo. And last on my list is my favorite fund. Coming in at number 1 is the iShares MSCI Japan ETF. So why the EWJ? It gives you access to the Japanese stock market in a single trade, exposure to large and mid-sized companies in Japan, used to express a view on the Japanese market. Total returns around 2% in 1 year, up to 5% over 10 years, so it has been slow so far. There is talk of the Japanese market turning around, which is why this could be an interesting value investment right now. PE ratio 16.6, price to book 1.3, fee of just 0.49%. That's a very low management fee. Top 10 holdings, we've got Toyota again, 3.94%, Sony 2.77%, SoftBank Group 2.43%. We've got Nintendo, we've got the pharmaceutical giants, Mitsubishi. So very similar companies for all these funds in the top 10. So how do you invest into these Japanese ETFs? Well, an easy way to invest into the Japanese market is on the eToro platform. eToro is a free stock investing platform which allows you to invest into a variety of ETFs, indices, stocks, cryptocurrency, and even commodities. They also have a unique feature in which you can copy successful traders' portfolios. So let's dive into eToro now, and I'm going to show you a few unique features. So here we have the Japanese iShares MSCI Japan ETF, the fund I mentioned. A unique thing about eToro is it's a very social platform. It's basically the trading equivalent of Facebook. So you can speak with other traders, other investors. They can give you tips, give you advice. For example, someone wrote here about the Warren Buffett's purchase of the Japanese stock. Trade the fund by click here. You can trade, or you can purchase just shares in the fund as normal, or you can trade using leverage. And then the unique thing I've seen is you can actually invest in indices, which seems quite rare on some of these platforms these days. So if you really want exposure to Japan, this is my bonus tip. You can actually invest directly into the Nikkei 225, which is the equivalent of the S&P 500 in the US, or the FTSE 100 into the UK. Now this will track the market. You may have heard the old phrase, you can't beat the market, it's better to just track the market. Well, investing directly into an index allows you to track the market. So we've got the Japan 225, and you can invest directly into that indice. So Japan 225 represents the Nikkei 225, an index on the Tokyo Stock Exchange, which shows the price-weighted average of 225 Japanese companies. Since 1950s, the Japan 225 has been calculated on a daily basis. And you can also get some tips on trades from these people who comment on the funds. eToro platform also has the social trading, which I love. So you can actually copy other top traders' portfolios. So you can go on a top trader here. This guy's had a return 23% in the last 12 months, 20% in the last 12 months here. You can invest into ready-built portfolios, crypto portfolios, gaming portfolios, the four horsemen. I love that one. You've got Apple, Alphabet, Microsoft, Amazon, one fund, buy it, 66% return, incredible. So that's it guys, that's my top Japanese ETFs and the eToro platform. Comment below your thoughts on the Japanese market and eToro below. Let me know your favorite thing about using the eToro platform. And just full disclosure for everyone, eToro is a sponsor for this channel. So if you do wish to sign up and try it out yourself, it's completely free and there's a link below. I'll leave it in the description. You can sign up to the platform, check it out. Once you deposit, I believe, $1,000, the channel will get a little bit of commission from eToro, which does help with running the channel and producing more great content like this for you guys. And if you guys enjoyed this video and you found it valuable, feel free to give it a big thumbs up. That really helps out with the YouTube algorithm, which pushes this video to more people. In addition, if you want more investing tips and exclusive stock market picks, which I personally am investing into, then you should definitely subscribe to this channel and turn that notification bell on. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Invest safe.